Now, in conclusion, I want to just give you a brief testimony about how I came to experience this. I don't know if you remember last session when I said to you, don't ever try to have a ministry. You haven't got one. Jesus has the ministry. Well, I had been a minister. And this is quite a few years ago now, many, many years ago. And after 5 years in the ministry, I had come to an end of myself. And I just had no idea of how I was going to carry on. It took me just 5 years to burn out. Wasn't a very pleasant experience, I must tell you. And I didn't know how much time I had left. So I said to the Lord, you've got to do something. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to last. And I began to seek God. And He showed me something about my life. It was not very pleasant to see, very painful. But oh, I'm so glad He showed me. He showed me the absolute mess I'd made of the ministry. Now, everybody else would have been saying, oh, his preaching's improving, he's pastoring, he's counseling, and this is good. You wouldn't have told me different, you wouldn't have seen anything different about me than any other Pentecostal minister. But I knew there was no power in my life. I knew I needed something more from God. And He showed me the utter powerlessness. And the Holy Spirit seemed to speak to me in those days. It's, as I said, it was more like the word of the Lord came to me. This was not necessarily one conversation. This was a growing thing, but I'm describing it as if it was one conversation because that's almost my recollection of it because it was so powerful. And He said to me this. He said, Colin, you have seen the results of your ministry. Now I'm going to show you my ministry. And I knew that the crossing over from my ministry to the ministry of the Holy Spirit, God's ministry, would mean a death. That I would have to die to my ministry. And I wanted to share that with you because the same applies to you. If you want to serve Jesus, you've got to die to yourself. Otherwise, you're going to try to serve yourself. And don't think, oh no, I'm serving others. You don't even become a men pleaser. You don't just serve others. You've got to serve Jesus Christ. That's how you truly can serve others.